Welcome to another NHD Quick Tip. This time we're going to be focusing on primary sources. We'll answer the question of what is a primary source, where you can find primary sources, and why primary sources are so important to any NHD project. So let's start by defining what is a primary source. So a primary source is a source that's created during the time period that you're investigating. These are first-hand accounts of your topic. For a complete definition of primary sources with examples, check out page 9 in your 2020 NHD contest rulebook. You can download a copy at nhd.org/rules. Now, let's start off with the biggest tip. Primary sources are necessary for your NHD project. No NHD project is complete without primary sources. So once you've done all your secondary research, you can focus on searching for those primary sources that are going to really help enhance your historical argument and your NHD project. So let's start out with examples of primary sources. So primary sources come in different forms, and these are just a couple examples of the different types of primary sources that you may find depending on your NHD topic. So written materials such as letters, diary entries, logbooks, memos, whether they're handwritten or typed, right? Those written materials, if they're produced at the time, they are primary sources. Songs, music, lyrics. If you're doing a project on jazz in New Orleans or Motown records in Chicago, you might want to be focusing right on the music that's produced in those two areas. Okay, and that means looking at the songs, looking at the lyrics, evaluating them as primary sources. Another one that's really great and one of my favorite primary sources are political cartoons. So political cartoons are often satirical images that often point out to things that people either liked or wanted to draw attention to. And you'll find them in magazines like Harper's Weekly or Puck or Frank Leslie's Illustrated magazine. Political cartoons really highlighted the various policy changes that were going on and kind of put a social commentary on them. And the last one, of course, is images and artifacts. So this could be pictures of the civil rights movement. It could be a painting from the National Portrait Gallery. Those images that help to really enhance your project. Those are primary sources. You can find more primary source examples on page 9 in the contest rulebook, which you can download again at nhd.org/rules. Right, so now that we know some examples of what primary sources are and we have an idea of what we're looking for, where can we find primary sources? So here are just a couple of places to start. There are many places that you can start, and NHD partners with a ton of different organizations to help showcase all of the different archives and collections out there that contain primary sources for a ton of different NHD topics. So if you're focusing on the United States, you want to check out the National Archives, and their website is archives.gov. The Library of Congress, which you can access at loc.gov, the Digital Public Library of America, their URL is dp.la, and of course, DocsTeach, which you can access at docsteach.org. Now, I'm going to clue you in on another little secret. Remember when I said that NHD partners with a lot of different organizations? Well, we keep all of those partners on our partner resources page. So we're going to take a little field trip over to partner resources page and see what's available there. We've headed over to nhd.org/partner-resources, and this is our partner resources page. So we work with a ton of organizations that want to help teachers and students find primary sources. And so all of these different organizations have come together to provide some of their favorite primary sources and some of their favorite NHD topics that relate to each year's annual theme. So we have a lot of different organizations on here, including the David Rumsey Historical Map Collection, George Washington's Mount Vernon, the Gelder Lamont Institute of American History, as well as some of our world history partners, some New Zealand resources, the British Library, among others. So we're just going to check out one of these organizations to see the type of primary sources that they make available for NHD students. Let's head over to DocsTeach by the National Archives. So DocsTeach has their own Get Ready for NHD page, and what they do is they bring together all of the different topics that might relate to an NHD theme. So if we click on any one of them, let's check out posters for advertising and propaganda, right? These are all of the different primary sources that are available to students and teachers on DocsTeach, right? So once you do that, you can go ahead and review them and see if maybe they have sources that relate to a topic, or if you're not sure of your topic, maybe discovering a primary source will help you figure out what you want to do your NHD project on. So hopefully this gives you a little insight into what primary sources are, where to find them, and why you need them in any NHD project. If you're working on a local history topic for your NHD project, check out our NHD topic tip on local history to learn more about how to start your research. Again, don't forget to review primary sources on page 9 in the NHD rulebook. You can get your copy at nhd.org/rules. Also, don't forget to check out and review how primary sources are discussed in your category's eval for NHD judging. You can check out your category's eval at nhd.org/evals. Good luck on your NHD project and happy researching!